I always say that because I live alone, I get to decorate my home however I want. But that's not entirely true, because I actually live with two very opinionated roommates who have quietly taken over every design decision in this home. And at this point, I've just accepted it. I don't really have the final say anymore. Hi, I'm Susan, and welcome to the channel. I used to have plants, actual plants, and indoor trees, and now I have a cat tree, a large one, a very sturdy one, and very visually dominant. I used to have lovely curtains, and now I have serviceable blinds, because apparently curtains are not decor, they're climbing apparatus. I used to have little lamps and knickknacks and carefully placed pretty little things. And now I have clear surfaces for safety reasons. I used to love candles and essential oils. And now I have a pheromone diffuser, which, if you're not familiar with these devices, I can assure you it's not for me. At any given moment, there are toys everywhere. Little balls and springs and tunnels and crinkly mice, things that roll under furniture and stay there until I retrieve them. There are soft, fuzzy beds in multiple locations because apparently one or two or even three aren't enough. There are scratching posts, activity centers, and the gate. The gate really brings the whole look together. Sometimes I look around and think, this is less of a thoughtfully decorated home and more of a very well-run daycare. And the funniest part is, people often comment and say, your home is so calm, so nicely decorated. And I always think, well, thank you, but you should really be complimenting them, because they are absolutely the ones making the decisions around here. Now, to be fair, I do still have some control. I choose the wall colors and what goes on the walls, and the textures, the blankets, the pillows, basically anything they're slightly less interested in destroying. And I think my more minimal style actually helps, because there's just less to manage and less to move, less to protect, and less to negotiate over. And just in case anyone has ever noticed the bricks at the base of my dressers, those are not for aesthetic purposes. It's not a design choice. That is strictly a safety feature. Because if those are not there, then someone will try to crawl underneath and somehow end up inside the drawers. And yes, that is based on experience. But it's not just the decor. They've also had a quiet influence on how things run around here. I've definitely had to lower my housework standards a little. And for them, I don't think that's too much of a sacrifice. I've always been someone who likes to make the bed first thing in the morning. But if someone is snoozing right in the middle of it, I'm not disturbing that, not a chance. I've also realized I don't like to do laundry when they're napping, because the washer and dryer are up on the bedroom level of the townhouse. The clanging noises rile these two up in a big way. Same with the vacuum. Definitely not done during morning or afternoon or evening nap. So sometimes things just wait, and somehow that's fine, perfectly fine. For those of you who may not know, Baby and Bobbie are long-term rescues that I brought home about 5 months ago. Bobbie came to the shelter as a very young mom with a litter of kittens, and Baby was found outside in the middle of winter and brought in by someone who was concerned for her. And they had both spent most of their lives at the shelter. So this is a very different life for them. So when people ask me how I keep things clean, living with them, well, here are a few things that have helped. I clean a little often. I don't do big, overwhelming cleaning days, just small resets here and there to stay on top of things. Everything has a place, especially their things, because if they don't, they end up everywhere. Lint rollers are everywhere, though. That's just a part of life now. Washable everything. If it can't be washed easily, it probably doesn't belong here. Focus on the floors. A quick vacuum or sweep makes the biggest difference. I'm very fortunate. The flooring and carpeting here in this townhouse are very forgiving. I remember when I was in my small apartment, the gray flooring there showed every little paw print and fur ball. I always seemed to be cleaning up after Bailey, my big old boy cat that ruled the roost at that time. Keep the air fresh. Open a window when you can. It just helps everything feel lighter. Adjust your expectations. This might be the biggest one. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to feel like a home. So no, I may not have full control over the decor anymore, but I do have a home that feels warm, comfortable, and full of life. And honestly, I wouldn't trade that for anything. I think they've done a pretty good job. If you live with pets, I'd love to know, what's something in your home that they decided for you? Thank you for spending this time with us this week. I always appreciate you being here. Until next time, take care.